Alright, in this video I want to take a quick look at a solar powered security camera. I also want to show you how to connect it. So check out a couple of images that give you a little detail, and then let's talk a little bit more about it and see what it takes to get this working. Alright, so we're taking a look at this camera. As stated, we are going to look at the end result as far as daytime and nighttime as far as the camera is concerned. On the side there is a little QR code and a model number in case you need that. On the bottom inside of this little rubber covered area you have a reset, micro SD card, your power switch, and your charging port. You also have a mount on the bottom, like a tripod mount. Of course, you can see on the front your camera, motion detection, infrared, all that. Solar panel on the top, and this is fixed, so it doesn't move. There's no adjustment in this. It's actually in the mount. On the back side, it does have the model, some power information, and the app, which is called U-Box, U-B-O-X, and there's a QR code so that you can download it. So that is also convenient. It has a pretty generous Type-C charging cable. Mounting hardware, an instruction manual, and this mount, which is a sort of a cast metal. It's painted white. You can get this in white or black. So it's got just a regular hole here, a bit of a keyhole type style here for mounting, so that should be really nice. And you have this pivoting head, and if you turn this part here you can rotate the entire item as far as the camera when it's mounted, and you can see you have a large range of motion, and then you just tighten this back up when you find the place you want it to be. Locks it in place. So that's all good. It has a 120-degree field of view, it has night vision, it has two-way audio, and it's 1080p. Obviously it's solar powered, water resistant, rain, you don't have to worry about any of that type stuff. And I'm just using a 32 gig SD card. That is not included, but you'll need your own. There's cloud storage options available, and you will have to register the U-Box app in order to use the actual camera. So what I like to do now is move this into a position where I can show you the camera and the phone at the same time. Let's take a look at that, see what it takes to get it connected, the process, and then once we finish, we'll take a look at some video recorded from the actual camera. Alright, so in case anyone's interested, this is the box that the actual camera comes in. Alright, so let's look at the pairing process. So we're going to go ahead and flip this on. Look at our indicator light, it's red. We need it to be flashing.
The camera is now ready to begin pairing.
Blue, as it is now. We're going to go in, open up the U-Box app, hit add device, set up Wi-Fi device.
Power on your camera and check that the blue indicator LED is blinking.
It is blinking. We're going to say yes.
Enter the camera name and address. Using default name and address can go to the next step directly.
So we're going to name this driveway.
The camera is now ready to begin
solar cam. And my home is fine. Next.
Enter the Wi-Fi password. Please do not connect with the 5G.
Alright, so before you start, you may have to make sure your phone is on the 2.4 gigahertz network. I've already done that, and I tested to make sure this is going to work. So I've got my router and my password information, and I have QR code configuration. So I'm going to click on that.
The camera is now ready to begin
Use your camera to scan the QR code.
So we have a code here.
Maintain a distance of about 4 inches until you hear the confirmation.
Alright. So it was talking
Camera
over.
installed successfully. Fully charge the camera at first use.
Alright, so it was talking over itself, obviously, but it was basically saying that it's ready. Alright, so we now have the camera. I'm going to go ahead and set it down like that. So we have the camera added now. We can go in here. Got online. We got our battery indicator. We've got here you can see if we actually had some clips and things. And this has an album. I don't know how well you can see that, but it says album right there. And then we have some settings. So we have our email address and some of the different settings, log out and things of that nature. Mainly we're going to go here, of course, and we've got our configuration. So we can remove the device, and then we've got silence. I don't know if you can see that right there. And then if we hit this, we can view the actual camera. So you can see across the bottom, you can see the different interfaces with the microphone, video, pictures, things of that nature. And if we go into configuration, you can see settings for the memory card. You can flip this. You can change the scene mode, which if you had a really dark environment, you could put night mode or normal. So that's a pretty nice option. Sensitivity levels, sleep delay, power frequency, LED indicator in case you didn't want the LED on the front. You also have your model information, IP addresses, things like that, and the firmware update option. That's really quick and easy. It walks you through the setup process, and of course you can adjust the settings to whatever liking you have. But now I'd like to show you some day and night demonstrations of the actual camera in action. So let's take a look at those clips and you can see what that looks like.